Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Blue Yeti microphone and what it was like to live with it for the past 4 years. This microphone will still be a staple for YouTubers all around the world as either the first one that they started out on or the #1 recommended USB microphone that can still plug in and record with ease. Releasing back in 2009, Blue microphones released the Yeti, with the most notable models being the original, Nano, Pro, and X models. Now the model that I currently have is the Blackout edition, and I paid about $79 for it, but you can find a refurbished one on Amazon for about $61. If you'd like, I'll put down a link in the description just so you can check it out yourself. This microphone comes in modes that can fit your needs as a creator starting out, and that is the stereo, omnidirectional, corduroy, or bidirectional. As a creator that's doing voiceovers like this, you'll be using the corduroy option since you'll be face to face with the microphone. Now for the other modes, those are strictly for podcast purposes only, which if you are that type of creator, this would also be good for you. Other people would use this throughout games and such, maybe music production, or even just recording just like I am right now. The reason why that you can actually switch between different types of profiles is because that you actually have 3 individual microphones within the microphone itself, which give them a better possibility to create the content that they would like to have regardless of what mode they would be on. The build quality on this is mostly metal, with some aspects being plastic, which is good because the most important things are metal. So like the chassis, the stand, the top parts are all metal. Now the audio quality starting out in 2009 was definitely ahead of its time, and with this model being released back in 2016, it's definitely been packed on a couple of years, but it still sounds amazing. If you don't believe me, you're technically listening to it right now with no programs affecting it. Now I've owned this microphone for about 4 years, and from the obvious signs of wear and tear, there has nothing really came up about it. No glitches, no clickiness, no ins and outs of, audio cutting off. And I've honestly just been taking care of my equipment. So if you take care of it, this microphone will last you a while. This has been put through so many gaming sessions, so much music production, and now content creation. Again, this is my daily driver from the last 4 years that I've been using it. So since I've had it for that long, obviously there's going to be some cons, and we'll get into that right now. The first con is definitely going to be portability, and the reason why I say this is because it's not easy to just get up with the microphone and go. Now maybe the Nano can, but I simply haven't tried it because I don't really have it. But whenever I was trying to get this new desk and try to record a video for it, I honestly couldn't. Same thing with like long trips. Like if you really wanted to, you can take it, but this is mostly for a at-home experience that it just won't move from your desk. Another thing that I want to touch up on is how sensitive this microphone is. Now this is a condenser microphone, so without configuration you will have trouble with some extra sounds. Now the first time that I got this microphone, I thought it was going to be, a noise canceling type of microphone. Now, since this was, again, released back in 2016, there was no really much configuration for this specific microphone. So as I was trying to record some music or some, gaming content, or even just chatting with my friends at all, it would always pick up the most unwanted sounds. And sometimes my friends would even say that they can even hear the space in my room just because it's so sensitive. Now the best thing that I could possibly give you guys as a tip is if you have any fans, any heaters, or anything that can just circulate any type of noise, I'll probably turn that off, record what you need to do, and then turn it back off. But if you really do need those things, just go into a program like Audacity, record your audio, then just use the noise reduction software in that, export it, and then put it onto your project file. Another thing that you can check out is the gain on the back of your microphone. So if you have it to the left or low, your audio is going to sound weak, muffled, and distant. Whether if you have it all the way to the right or high, the audio is going to sound distorted and may have those background echoes and creaks like we was talking about before. Now my adjustment is just having the gain directly in the middle. That way it doesn't sound too high and distorted or too low and muffled. That way I can just throw it in Audacity, edit it with the noise reduction, and then just put it onto my project. Now these cons are minor and there are ways around it just with a simple search. So with a product that was released in this time, you're going to see things and feel things that are dated. Overall, I am blessed to have this even in my possession to start creating content in the space of YouTube. With a microphone that was basically built to last and still have awesome quality without any special programs, this is by far the best microphone to start on if you are wanting to journey into content creation. Now I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about the Blue Yeti products? And would you still recommend it in the year 2025 for small creators? Also, if you do like the video, please show me support by pushing that like button just so I can keep putting out videos like this. And if you could, please consider subscribing. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and I greatly appreciate it. Anyways guys, it's been your boy Pix, and I am signing off. Peace.